Hey, good morning, everybody. So my wife and I are in the process of doing a complete remodel in our kitchen. And one of the things that we're doing is instead of putting upper cabinets in, we're putting these shelves in. And you might notice that this shelf edge is really clean. Well, how do you do that, you ask? Glad you asked. Let me show you. We picked up this product right here. This is called Edge Supply, and this is basically a birch veneer tape that's got glue on the inside here. And normally, in a beginner situation, you really want to have two people working on this because it kind of takes three hands instead of just two. But I kind of figured out a way where I can do it on my own and end up with a very good looking product in the end. So I'm going to show you how I do it, and the products are everything that I need to be able to make this work. And first off, you need the tape. By the way, this is a birch tape. This is pine that we're using. This is finger jointed pine, and so this is about as close as we're going to be able to come to a color match. As you can see, it's actually really close. Same thing up here. Looks wonderful. Things that you want: some blue tape. I like to have the 2-inch blue tape. Craft paper, or this is butcher paper. That works as well too. A hot iron, and a glue gun will work just as good as the hot iron does. I just prefer to use the hot iron. It gives you a little bit more control, in my opinion. So here we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some blue tape on this craft paper. And I just tore this off real quick. There's no rhyme or reason as to how or why this is the way it is. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this craft paper over the edge that I'm going to be putting the tape on. So this is going to protect the iron from any glue getting on it. And it's, irons aren't cheap these days. I mean, you want to do everything you can to protect your appliances. So, and this is a 3-foot piece of finger jointed pine. This is 2 pieces that we glued together. So we have a rough edge. You can barely see it here, but the finished product is going to look like this. It absolutely looks amazing. So the first thing we're going to do here is just like that. I'm going to fold these over. Okay, now. Then we'll prepare the tape. Knife. And you want to be careful when you do this so you don't damage the material here. It's got this string impregnated tape on here, which can be a little difficult to remove. So all right, there we go. Now you can just cut this tape, this wood tape, with a pair of scissors, or you can cut it with a utility knife. When I'm taking stuff off, like at the end of the board here, I like using a pair of scissors just because it does a real quick, clean job of cutting it. If you're going to use a utility knife, make sure you got a brand new blade in it, because it's wood, and the sharper the blade, the better the results you're going to end up with. So, utility knife. So going over everything that you're going to need again: the tape, butcher paper or craft paper, some blue tape, a utility knife, pair of scissors, wood that you're going to be putting the edge on, and an iron. So let's go ahead and get this started. First thing I'm going to do is measure this out. So I'm going to go just a little bit long, maybe a 1/4 inch on each side, and I'm just going to cut it with a piece of tape or with a pair of scissors. That's some sharp tape if I'm cutting it with tape, isn't it? Yeah, Bob. Set this aside. And we have, I think, 6 more boards Some of them are 8 feet long. Some are 4 feet long. Like I said, this one's 3 feet long. Set aside the scissors. Now I like to take another piece of blue tape and just affix one end of the wood tape so that I can work towards that end. And I'm just gonna, now this is 1.5 inches, just shy of 1.5 inches. This tape is 1.5 inches. We had 2-inch tape before. So this time I have to be a lot more judicious in how I'm applying this tape. I'm still gonna trim the top and bottom of it, but I need to make sure that I'm not too high or too low. So, oh shoot, one other thing that you want. Okay, so you can either use a roller, say like a roller for when you're laying carpet or vinyl tile or linoleum or something like that, or in this case, just a sanded block of wood. And I'll show you how I'm using this later. So all we're gonna do is we're just gonna take the iron here, and you don't have to press real hard. The iron is going to activate the glue, and it will make it stick to the wood. So you want to check it occasionally here. See, it kind of slipped down on me. The nice thing about this is if you have a whoopsie, you just peel it off, put it back on, and then hit it with the iron again. So I'm going to take this block of wood while the glue is still warm, and I'm just going to compress it. Make sure that it's got good adhesion. And for this, you want to press, fairly firmly. All right, so I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to take this device, this guy right here. See, there's a couple of blades on it, one on either end, and it's got a couple of openings right here. This side right here goes down on the board that you're cutting, and this side here you hold, and this goes flat up against the edge, and you just zip this thing right on down the length of the tape and the wood. So we're going to let this dry, we're going to let this cure, and then we'll come back, we'll trim the ends off, we'll trim it off here, and then I'm going to take it out in the garage, I'm going to sand it, I'm going to give it just a real quick once over with my orbital sander. Got to be really careful not to take too much off, but when this is done, it's going to look just like this, and it's going to look absolutely beautiful. Looks like just a single piece of wood when you're done. So there you have it. Have yourselves a fantastic day, everybody. We'll catch you on the next video. Cheers, y'all.